Hey, Corey Mano, how you doing? Beyond Trees. Hope all is good. Hey, John Poole. Good evening, good evening. Our storm is still raging here. Believe it or not, we got about 2 feet of snow. Oh yeah, John Poole. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 steps that come up the front gallery here, and the snow is right up even. Yep. Beyond Trees, it turned to rain there. Oh my God. A snowmageddon. There you go. Well, I know the skidoers are very happy right now. Yeah. The skidoers are very happy. Dennis Lovelady, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It was -12 this morning, now it's +12. Here it's -23 Fahrenheit. Celsius wise, it's -30 Celsius. Very cold. Yeah. Hey, Paul Murray, how you doing? Yeah, it is cold, Drumpool. Usually it's February, it's our most coldest month. I guess we're getting ahead of time. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? You got freezing rain most of the day. Oh, the roads must be nasty there, man. The Irish train guy, how you doing? Oh, that's nice to hear there, Kenneth. And floods too. I don't know how much in inches we got exactly, but I'm for sure we got 2 feet of snow today. For sure. Proper flying the beach right now. I'll go there and shoot it down proper. You're there, I'll go and join you. One of the two. I'm located in the eastern townships of Quebec. I'm about 45 minutes an hour from Montreal, up in the mountains, higher up. Hey, Barnacle. I burned my lip on a pizza. Oh God. Hey, Kelly. Well, I hope you're getting really good bids on it there, Paul. Yeah. Hey, Gerald Farms, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, that's it. We're up in a higher elevations, so that's why we're getting a lot more snow than everybody else around. Like Montreal's got nothing compared to us right now. Hey, how's it going? All about vehicles. Everybody check out everybody's channel. Make sure you got them. Roxy Productions. Yeah, she's sleeping right now in the kitchen there. Michael McReynolds, how you doing? Yeah, we're staying warm, that's for sure, Michael. Time to put the heating up just a little bit more tonight than usual, because it is cold out there tonight. Oh, thank you very much, Centroid. That's 82 in your house? Okay. We just got 72 here. Introvert, how you doing? Doesn't matter how far away I put her bed, she still snores loud. That's it, that Kenneth. Yeah, that's for sure. 69 degrees, 19 tonight. Only one cell sits in Ireland. Oh, thank you there, Michael. No, I gotta send you a new link there. Hold on, I'll send you the new link. I got your email still from yesterday. I'll send it in that. Well, thank you there, Kenneth. Yes, sir. You'll do some beach footage later. Paste. There we go. And she guards the house also. Yep. Cruzo Magic, how you doing? Presut Magic. Yes, sir. 9.4K. Beautiful. Everybody check out Presut Magic. He's a magician. Very good one at that. Check out his channel. Check out his content. Okay, old guy. And the drone. Yeah, you forgot about her security. That's why she's snoring away there on her bed. Getting ready for the night shift. Yep, you have been subscribed to me for a while. Gotta wish you a happy new year. Didn't see you since then. Jay, FPV, how you doing? That's true. Beyond Trees is too. Yeah. She works hard every day, that's for sure. Hey Ed, how you doing? Love my drones. Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them. Make sure you got them supported. Check out their videos, even my content. I live in Quebec, Canada. It's I'm about an hour away from Montreal. I'm Beyond Trees in Nova Scotia. Beautiful place in Nova Scotia. It's a real nice place. Hey, Big Fish. How you doing? Introvert. Man, I kinda. Kind of corrupt digital version. Okay. Metacanda Films, yep. We're a Joan Hobbyist channel. Got miscellaneous channels in here also. Talk about the drones and RC cars and trucks. Well, I know for sure around here, nobody went flying around here in Quebec today. That's for sure. And I'm sure in parts of the States, nobody went flying. Ed, did you get a chance to go flying today? I'm sure Ed didn't. Drone Pool, how about you? Shuffles, do you walk when? Ah, you did today, introvert? Cool. Glad you did. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Love my drones. We froze our butts off here all day today. Hey, Marv, how you doing? Long time no see. And I'm sure if this one keeps up all night, there'll be no schools tomorrow. That's for sure here. The roads will be way too bad. Joyce, hey, how you doing, Joyce? Hey, how you doing, Mitch?
Hey, am I there?
Yep, you're here.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got a different microphone tonight,
Okay.
so I hope it's better. How's that?
Yeah, good. No echoes, nothing. You're okay. You're good.
Okay, super. So how you doing, Roger?
Not so bad. Not so bad. Besides the weather there, not so bad.
Yeah, well, you sent some of it down to us. We started the day at in the upper 60s, and it's been getting colder all day and windier all day ever since. It's supposed to go down into the upper 30s tonight. So I would say if it gets any colder, I'm going to move to Florida, you know.
Yeah, well, today it's been cold like anything today. Right now it's doing something like doing minus 23 Fahrenheit right now.
Oh, I
It was like
can't
that
stand
all
it.
day.
You know, I grew up in Philadelphia, and I didn't like the cold then, but that's nothing like what you have up there in Canada.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Yeah, you don't go outdoors for nothing. That's for sure.
Well, I guess I'm an old hand at this now. This is my second time. And I think tonight I'm going to maybe talk less and keep up with the chat a little more.
Okay.
So, because I noticed after it was all over last night that people were talking to me in the chat and I had no clue. So
Okay.
I hope, you know, that people didn't think I was ignoring them or anything. In fact, I see somebody said hello to me already, but it's going by so fast.
You could scroll up and down, you know, on your chat.
Oh, yeah. I figured that out.
Nichi, how you doing, Nichi? Glad to see you here tonight.
Oh, Paul Murray said hello to me.
Mhm.
Paul Murray. Hi, Paul.
Paul does fantastic videos on the waterways there with the ships coming into the harbor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
So if anybody has any questions for Michael,
Mitch,
Mitchell,
I
which
changed,
is
I changed my name. I changed my name on from Mitch to Old Guy so people would know who I was. Is that what's showing up now?
No, it's still showing Mitch.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Old Guy
well,
and his drone.
I thought they changed it.
Yeah.
They must
So,
have another.
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, you're mainly into photography and filming, right? Cinematography and computers.
Yeah, but flying.
Yeah.
Flying, my whole life I was into RC,
Okay.
and I mean I flew everything in RC from helicopters, scale helicopters, turbine powered jets. I just loved it, but when I retired, the jets were just way too expensive for me to keep doing. So I had to give that part of it up, but. Like I said last night, the combination of everything that I'm interested in seems to be drones, and so I don't know why I waited as long as I did, but about a year and a half ago, I bought myself a Mavic 1, and I just loved it. I just loved it. I've been playing with them ever since.
Oh, so you didn't upgrade then since last year?
Say that again.
You didn't upgrade since you bought your Mavic. So
no, I now have a Mavic 2 Pro.
Oh.
And a Mavic 2 Zoom.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'm about to post a video of a job that I did. I got hired to do. There's an organization in Dunedin, Florida, which is over on the west coast of Florida. It's the International Taoist Tai Chi Association, and they're huge. They're a big organization. And years ago, they bought an entire city block over there in Dunedin, right across from the Intercoastal Waterway. Beautiful site. They bought, and on this city block that they bought for their world headquarters was an old historic hotel called the Fenway, which was back in the 40s and 50s was a jazz mecca. They always have famous jazz performers.
I heard about that one, yeah. And
people would go there. Well, they ended up owning this hotel, and they decided they were going to renovate it for their world headquarters. But evidently, the job got to be too daunting for them. So they teamed up with Marriott. And Marriott bought, I think, a controlling interest in the hotel. And they did a gorgeous job of renovating it. And they just had their grand opening in November of the hotel. And coincidentally, the Tai Chi Association finished sprucing up their building on the corner of that property for their international headquarters. So they had a big grand opening celebration. And they were supposed to have 1,000 of their members out on the front lawn of this new hotel doing Tai Chi all together. So I got hired to do some aerial photography for that.
Mm-hmm.
And my job was basically just to shoot a bunch of aerial stuff and turn it over to the crew that they had hired to film the whole event. They had a big video crew there. Lots of cameras and light people and sound people. It was really something.
Yeah.
So I did it, but I did it with the caveat that I would retain ownership of the footage and I could use it however I wanted. So I put together a little video, just some of the different shots that I did of this amazing hotel and all these people doing Tai Chi on the front lawn, mm-hmm. and posted it on YouTube. I posted it on another channel that I have and sent them the link, and they posted it on their Facebook page, and it's got about 5,000 views. And I'm kind of pissed because those 5,000 views don't count towards my new little Old Guy in a Drone channel.
Okay.
Yeah. So I decided I was going to post that video on my channel with a little narrative and explanation, and that's going to come out tomorrow. But the purpose of me telling this story was I knew there was going to be so many thousands of people there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get too close with the drone.
Okay.
That's when I decided to go ahead and buy the Mavic 2 Zoom. So I shot all that with the Zoom, and it really worked out well. Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to get hit with a copyright, are you?
Oh, no, I own it. I own it. If anything, anybody else using it with copyright would get hit. It's mine. Yeah.
Okay. Paul Murray asked you a question. He says, Mitch, do you remember the big old RC copters that were powered by a chainsaw motor?
Oh yeah. I never. I flew some big quarter scale and bigger model airplanes that were powered by converted chainsaw engines, which then morphed into a whole industry of building these big 100cc twin cylinder 20 horsepower engines for these giant airplanes. But when I got into RC helicopters, I stuck just to electric. It was much simpler and cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did I cut you out? Or... okay. Hi, Philly Drone Life. How you doing?
Oh, Philly Drone Life and I have been. He's my new best friend because I'm from Philly, and we were chatting back and forth in the comments section of one of my videos, and I told him I had to go and be on your show, and I invited him to come, and here he is.
Okay. Ascar Ian Adventures. How you doing? Philly Drone. Yeah, Philly. Are you allowed doing live streams? Because I would invite you in, my friend, if you wanted to. Barnacle. And I was just wondering if Philly Drone wanted to come in on the live stream. You could come in.
I never had even heard of him, and I went and checked out his channel, and he does just a lot of stuff from downtown Philly. I left Philly in 1966 when I went into the Army, and back then they had a law that you weren't allowed to build any building taller than City Hall, which has William Penn's statue on it. Well, that law fell by the books. Now it's a downtown full of skyscrapers that I probably wouldn't recognize.
Mike Thomas, how you doing, Mike? Everybody, please hit that like button either when you're coming or you're going. Don't forget to hit it. And make sure you got everybody's channel. I filmed a bunch of people doing Tai Chi to most Westerners.
Who posted that? Who put that up there?
Dennis Lovelady.
Dennis Love. Oh, I feel which. Oh, cool. Is it on your channel, Dennis? You got to wait for an answer, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I should have that in a day or two. I'll get that posted, and
cool.
it's really cool. It's really cool stuff, and it was an interesting place to try to fly a drone and stay away. And what was really funny is they had so many thousands of people there, and the traffic was so bad that they had police all over the place blocking off streets, and I said to myself, I hope I don't, nobody comes chasing after me for flying this drone. So I have one of those yellow green commercial drone pilot vests. Have you ever seen them, Roger?
No, I haven't seen them. No.
Here, hang on. I got it here. And Ken Herron has one of these, and this is where I got the idea. And you buy them on Amazon. So I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
but it says, it looks real official. and you put this thing on, and all the policemen were running interference for me. It was amazing. It was amazing. Just this stupid vest.
Yeah.
And they were all my best friends, so they kept everybody out of my way and let me do my thing. It was. I would have done it for free, to tell you the truth. It was quite an adventure.
Hey, Ivy, how you doing? Centroid aerial images. Raid coming your way, Roger. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. All right. I don't have to. You and I don't have to hold all the water here tonight, then.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Asgard.
Yep.
Asgard Studios. Where's he?
Aerial views and histories. I don't think Asgard's in here or yet.
No, I saw something close. Asgardian, but not Asgard.
Yeah. Abandoned City. How you doing? How you doing? Send two of them to Philly. Yeah. Ricky Dove, how you doing? Yeah, the tinfoil raid. There you go. Aerial views. Centroid aerial. Everybody check out everybody's channel. Make sure you got them. So how do you find the retired life?
Me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm busier than most people that are working, it seems. And that seems to be common for a lot of retired people that I know. I tried it, and I got bored out of my mind. I'm a single guy. And being by myself, you know, I found, you know, just starting to watch TV too much, and earning a little money doesn't hurt either. So
that's true.
It's my daughter, who lives in Tampa, owns a little public relations company and does a lot of work for government agencies and things like that. And she started asking me if I would help her out. Can you, I need to do this website. I need to do this, design this flyer. And I have a background in all that stuff. So I started to work in it, and it started to keep me pretty busy, and I really enjoyed it. And and then I got into the drones, and I decided I wanted to be a commercial drone photographer, which is a great aspiration, but not a great reality.
Give me a second, Mitch.
Sure.
Hey, Carpenter Rick, we tried to phone you this afternoon, but we couldn't find your phone number. Kim sent you an email. Can you send him back an email with your phone number on it? Or I can put my email in here. You can send it to me. I'll put my email in here. Yeah, there you go, Carpenter Rick. I put my email in here. You can send me an email with your phone number on, or send it to Kim. One of the two. Inner Palace, how you doing? Oh, that's cool there, aerial views. Yes, thank you. No, sorry to cut you off there, Mitch, just because I wanted to get a hold of Carpenter Rick before he goes out. He comes in and out fast, so.
No problem. I like to sit back and watch too.
We were supposed to phone him this afternoon, but we couldn't find his phone number. Oh, that's good there, Inner Palace. We're still sucking up the bad weather here. The winds are very high again tonight still. Snow still coming down. I won't be surprised if we got about 2 feet outdoors now, snow. That tractor came this morning, cleaned my yard out around 9 o'clock, and he hasn't been back since. We still can't get out of the yard. Lucky I didn't have to go anywhere. And myself too, I finished, I'm retired, but I'm forcefully retired because of my handicap. So since 2012. And I was finding things long there for a while. And like you said, TV. Got fed up with that, believe me.
Yeah.
Now I look at TV just for the news at 6 p.m. at night. That's it. So I'm on YouTube all the time now. That's my hobby now is YouTube and flying. But seeing that we're not flying much, I'm on YouTube a lot.
Do you get a chance to do much flying?
No, not with the weather we got here. No.
What kind of stuff do you fly, Roger?
I just got the Spark, and I'm trying to whoop in the house there.
Yeah.
I just got the Spark for now, and I can fly the Phantom anytime I want. Tim will lend it to me anytime I want. I like the Spark though. A lot smaller, easier to handle. But I haven't put any videos in a long time because, like I said, the weather is really crappy here. This summer we had the worst summer we had in years. Last spring we went 2 months with wind, and rain.
Wow. Well, boy, I'll tell you, this past couple of weeks we've had just gorgeous weather here. Little cold front will come through to get windy, but not really too bad. This front we're getting tonight, or we just got, is going to be, I think, the worst one we've had. But down here, where I live in Melbourne, is kind of down center of the state, right near the Space Center, and it very rarely, every once in a while, we'll get a freeze down here, but most often, if we get a good cold front, it gets us down into the 30s, but it warms up to the upper 50s, mid 60s generally the next day.
Okay. Carpenter Rick, you can delete it now if you want. I wrote it down.
Carpenter Rick's going to get a bunch of phone calls if he leaves it up there.
Hey, Stop Fishing, how you doing? Okay, thank you very much, Carpenter Rick. I wrote it down. You must be working tomorrow, right, Carpenter Rick?
I see we have the Jewish Redneck Preppers are in the house.
Yes, sir. They have a very good channel also. They got good content.
Well, I happen to be a Jewish boy from Philadelphia myself.
You, Drone, how you doing? RC Funds Diversions. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Mitch, if you want to type, this is old guy drone.
Roger, come on.
Check out his
old
channel.
Guy and a drone.
Yeah, old guy and a drone. There you go. So type in his link at the bottom so you can check out his channel. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh God, Roger, you're gonna leave me alone here. I'll keep quiet and you can all see Roger's chair. Uh-oh, Roger muted his mic, so you're stuck with me, it looks like. This is my second live appearance on anything. I've only been YouTubing for a month and a half, so just excuse me if I'm not up to iSpike's exuberance yet. I just spent a couple hours on his live stream this afternoon, and I get tired just watching the guy. Big Fish, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm just getting the hang of it. Oh, thank God. Here's Roger. You left me all alone here. I'm scared to death.
Sorry about that.
I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
You called your crew and told them to stay home? Oh, okay. I just told him to phone you now, so because you're working tomorrow.
Do we have anybody in the chat room now that's a serious FPB racer? I mean, serious. Anybody? See if we get any answers on that.
RC Funds, yeah, that's the spicy Korean food, isn't it? Their RC Funds diversions. I had that a couple of months, 2 months ago. It's cabbage with very spicy peppers in it and everything. Okay,
Carpenter Rick asked me what's my favorite drone. Well, my drone experience has been limited pretty much to Mavics. I've flown a Phantom, but other than that, basically I've just flown the Mavics and my believe it or not, even though I have a Mavic 2 Pro, my favorite drone is the Mavic 2 Zoom. I just like the ability to zoom in. It opens up a lot of shots that where you can't get close enough like I'd have to. The Pro has a little bit better image, but not enough where I think you'd notice unless somebody told you.
Okay, RC Funds, I made a mistake in the name then. Yeah,
okay.
I had a Korean cook come down with his wife here one day and he cooked us lunch from Montreal. Man, was that good. That was really good.
Roger, the reason I asked if anybody raced drones is because I had a funny idea earlier, kind of a challenge to all the racing drone guys that I could probably build a racing drone that would be faster than anything that anybody else had, and I'm going to show you kind of how it's going to work here.
Oh my God!
We're going to take this gas turbine engine, and we're going to duct tape the Tello to I'm serious about this. Come on. The only problems that I see is, do I want to go fast this way, or do I want to do it like this and have a drone that'll climb faster than anything? So I'm working on it. There's just a few little problems like fuel tanks and batteries and stuff. So look out. Now, I think if I could do this and make a video of it, I'd get 1 million views on it.
You'll get some views, that's for sure.
I don't think the Tello would survive, but 1 million views is 1 million views. So I was going through some of my RC stuff and I came across this engine and I thought, of course, you know what just jumped right into my mind.
Big fish that said missile. There you go.
That little engine that I just showed you has about 15 pounds of thrust.
Dang.
And I used to fly that. I had an airplane that weighed almost 20 pounds that had that engine in it, and it went close to 200 miles an hour. So that'd really be fabulous on a drone.
Yeah.
Somebody will do it someday. Somebody will come up with a turbine powered drone. I know they will.
How many motors you got like that?
I still have a couple of jets that have engines inside them. They're a little bigger than this. This is the only one that I actually have that it isn't in something, but I haven't flown them in years. I just, it's like certain things. I hate to get rid of them. It's like having an old car you really like. Turbo drone. The lazy rocket. That's appropriate. I don't know. I've never seen the lazy rocket before. Let me go over and see if I can go to his channel and see what happens here.
Like I said, everybody check out everybody's channels and please hit that like button. Thank you.
Oh, there's a racing drone guy. Yeah, he's got a video up there. Oceanside FPV. A day at the beach with a racing drone. I'm already subscribed to the Lazy Rocket. There you go.
Lever Guns, how you doing? Usually Sunday nights, it's Val does the Sunday nights. She does interviews with flyers and all that. But because she was off for a while because she got a strike against her, I was taking her place, so I'll keep her time slot going. Now she's back, but right now she's working. So Tuesday night she will be back on live.
Where did I see? Was it yesterday that I saw her on your channel?
Probably this morning too.
This morning, yeah, it was this morning.
Yeah.
We need to all get a life. We spend way too much time at this.
I'm just now learning acro, but will be racing by Father's Day. That's cool, RC Funds. I'm glad you're learning how to do the acro. I wish I learned how to do it, but can't fly outdoors now.
Oh, Dennis.
So you lose your drone in the snow and bye-bye, you won't be able to find it. That's for dang sure.
I just Dennis Lovelady just subscribed to my channel, so I went and took a look at his, and his little intro is funny. That's what I need to do. Check it out. Anyway, you got a new subscriber.
Yes, Dangerous Criminals. Yeah, you told me that a while ago. You hit it on the way in. Yeah, I say it often every time. I say it a lot to hit the like button. Doesn't mean you, my friend. It means everybody's up.
Michael McReynolds asks, have you guys seen the parachute for the DJI? I think, yeah, I did. I saw, I think I saw a video about it, whether it was specifically for DJI or not, I don't remember. But what I do remember is the thing is, looked like it was very expensive.
Everybody check out RC Diversions. RC Funds Diversions. Check out his channel. Support his channel. Drone Obsessed Jerry, how you doing? You can fly acro in the house with a simulator. Oh yeah, that I know that. There, we don't have the transmitters yet. Kim's gonna get his transmitter soon. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shoveling to be done tomorrow. Well, Kim does most of the shoveling anyway, so.
How come I see myself on the thing more than you,
Okay,
Roger?
I'm sorry, because a while ago I presented you when you were showing that mortar. I forgot to put it back on the.
Yeah, come on. I want to see you. There you go.
Don't get camera shy now.
Well, I'm looking at the Hangout screen.
Yeah.
So of course I see you, but on my left here I have the actual feed muted because that drove me nuts yesterday. But I see when it flashes between you and me, and I'm wondering why am I alone on this thing?
No worries there, RC Funds Diversions. Sorry. What is it? The difference name of crap. What do you want now? What? Okay, I'll go get your bed. I gotta bring her bed inside here. Right back. It'll take 1 minute.
Yeah, I heard that before.
She's in the. Because I put her bed in the kitchen when we're having her supper and all that. And then as soon as I come here, if her bed's not here, she starts to panic.
Uh,
Separation anxiety. There you go. You happy now? Yeah, she's happy. There you go. I have to put the heating pad on my back tonight. I have problems walking this morning. Bloody back. The weather's making my back freak out a little bit.
we got these my Philly drone life is talking about all the good food in Philadelphia. It's driving me crazy. I wish he'd stop it. Cheesesteaks. And I know that everybody says they have Philly cheesesteaks, but they don't. And soft pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
You can't escape soft pretzels in Philadelphia when you on any major highway. When you in the median, there's guys with stacks this high of soft pretzels. Yeah, and you just roll down your car window and you get soft pretzels.
Dang.
Oh, it's terrific. Another Philly, Dalton Drone Zone.
Hey, Dalton, how you doing? So I'll be glad when I hook up my other computer, though. I took it off because I'm scared of electricity going off and on and off and on here.
Oh, you're still running the old one?
Yeah. I'll put the new one up when the storm's over with. I bought a new box, cherchage, I don't know how you say it in English, power bar.
Yeah, surge protector.
Surge protector, yeah. I bought that brand new, and I still don't trust it.
Well, you know, we live down where I live in Central Florida is the lightning capital of the world here. I mean,
yeah.
Seriously, I mean, they don't just call it that. And we got surge protectors, you know, on our surge protectors. And even still, sometimes I had my whole house knocked out once. The lightning hit a tree in my front yard, and that was the end of that.
Okay.
So I don't blame you, Roger.
I'm thinking of going and buying the ones with the battery in it.
Yeah, well, that keeps the computer from rebooting anyway.
Yeah. So I was thinking of doing that. I might go and buy it Monday or Tuesday.
They're still talking about food.
Oh, you see that?
Stop it.
Lucky I just finished having supper. I probably will go and have a cold cut sandwich after this.
I thought we were going to get raided here by Coastal.
Aerial views.
Yeah. I thought he was going to join the live stream.
Dalton Drone Zone, I'm doing fine. Explicit, hello, how you doing? Yeah, because myself, we have a transformer on the post in the front, and my wire comes straight in from that transformer. So whenever the power goes out, that transformer, I think it's in front of my house, and my wire is hooked up to it. I have a feeling that gives the most power boost in the house. That's why I'm nervous about that.
Love My Drones says Indian River, Merritt Island makes for a huge capacitor. If you like lightning, you'll love it there. Well, I live in Melbourne, which is right there. So,
oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right on the Indian River. That's the intercoastal down here. And Merritt Island, the bottom tip of Merritt Island is a very long island, and it's between the beach and the mainland, and the bottom end of it is in just around Melbourne area, and it goes all the way up north of up by the Space Coast, up past Cape Canaveral.
Okay, RC Funds Diversions. You have a good one. Thank you for coming in tonight. Yeah, my internet is too slow to live stream proper. Yeah, welcome to my world. My internet sucks big time.
Dangerous Criminal says he was born in Scranton, PA.
Mm.
And that's not far from Philly. And I have flown into that airport in Wilkes-Barre many times, and that airport sits up on a plateau between mountains on both sides, and on the approach end of the runway is like a cliff.
Oh, okay.
So you're flying into this thing with mountains on both sides of you, and this cliff thing in front of you. And one day I had to fly up there, and I had to shoot an instrument approach. Scared the crap out of me because I knew what was there and I couldn't see it.
JDS quads, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, JDS quads. How much snow did you get there in Toronto today? Tire had inverters on the last week for power outages, 3,000 watts. I use them a lot. That's all you got, 25 centimeters? Oh man, that's nothing.
My light went out.
Oh.
Be right back.
Okay, that's nothing, JDS. So far we've gotten about we've gotten close to about 50 something centimeters here, and it's still going. 30 centimeters in PEI. I know in Gaspé they're supposed to get up to about 60 to 65 centimeters. That's almost 3 feet, guys. We got 2 feet here of snow. Many coffee drinkers are unaware that you only use the coffee beans from 2 species. Coffee, thousands of different blends of coffee on sale. Yep, Inner Palace.
Okay.
So the Bernal is just loose.
No, I have one of these battery-powered LED, cheap LED lights that you buy on Amazon, to use. Okay. And I had it. I thought I had it plugged in with the AC adapter. Okay. But the AC adapter at the other end wasn't plugged in, so the battery just went dead. But now I know how long the batteries will last to that thing.
There we go.
Well, you got 32 likes so far.
Probably the same as you. I never shovel, JDS. No, Kim does all the shoveling. I don't. If I ever did the shoveling, it'd be announced at the door right away. Hey, Rad Girl FPV, welcome. Everybody check out Rad Girl FPV. Make sure you got our channel. Very good content. Very good flying. Check her out.
Let's see. Let's check out Rad Girl. Rad Girl. She's new at this like me.
Mm-hmm. Explicit. Thank you very much. Delta drone zone. You missed out on the snow this weekend? You're lucky, guys. Yeah. No waiting for a burger. Barnacle, how's your weather down there? Did you get any snow? If you did, must be a hassle driving around.
Well, Rad Girl, I'm going to be subscriber number 90 for you. I'm watching your flying. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Let's try and get her to 100, guys.
Look at that.
FPV. Let's try and get her to 100, everybody.
Very good.
Any frozen rain down there, Barnacle? Yeah, in 1998, we had a bad ice storm here in Quebec. 31 days with no power.
I'll put my name up again in the chat so people know who I am. I swear I tried to change. I changed my name. It showed up everywhere else. Instead of Mitch, it said old guy. But on the Hangouts, it still hasn't caught up with it yet, I guess. Said when I changed it that it might take a little while to propagate out. So
okay. It's old guy and a drone interactive. Yeah. Yeah, I think you already got him.
Oh yeah, I've had interactive for a while.
Yeah, Barnacle, same here. Kim went outdoors to shovel a little bit and get the bird feeders. I didn't do nothing. I didn't go outdoors at all. I filmed Kim shoveling though from inside. Yes, everybody check out Rad Girl. Get her numbers up, guys. We're gonna see if we can get 100 tonight. 100 supporters. She's only missing 7. She needs 7 more supporters, everybody. Yeah, so like if you want there, Mitch, one day there, Val will do an interview with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Although in the past 2 days, you've gotten about everything out of me that I know. So.
Oh, she goes in depth. She goes in depth.
Yeah, I guess after all these years, I guess my age isn't a secret, but I'm 72. And yeah, 72.
Don't look at it.
Well, that's what they tell me, and it's all that clean living, I guess. But yeah, after 72 years, you got a lot of stories to tell.
Hell yeah, that's for sure. Hey, Spencer Sharp, how you doing? Rad Girl's asking you, Mitch, what do you fly?
I fly Mavics, Mavic 2s, and I have a Mavic 1, but mostly the Mavic 2s. I do a little bit of commercial work, and I think that the Mavic 2 Pro is the best drone in the air right now. The only problem with it, and I was watching, I don't know if you know who Billy Kyle is, but he's a young kid from Philadelphia that has a very popular drone channel, and he did a video that I watched today about what he thought, whether he thought that the Mavic 2 Pro was good for commercial work. And he said, yeah, except that sometimes when a new customer sees you come out with that tiny little fold-up drone, they don't take you seriously because it doesn't look imposing enough.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a great drone. It's just rock solid, stable, even more stable than the Inspires or the Phantoms. You put that thing in the air and let go, it's not going anywhere. Love my drones.
Yeah, I seen that JDS. This damn Roger. Damn, Roger looks older than you, and he's 55.
I just come here for the compliments, Roger. You know, I don't get them anywhere else. I may as well come here. You know.
72. Keep up the great job, Mr. Pilot Guy. What's your handle, bro?
What's my handle?
I guess he's asking for your name.
Old guy in a drone. JDS, old guy in a drone. I ought to, have a sign behind me, a banner. It says old guy in a drone, for this kind of thing. I don't know. You know iSpike, don't you?
Yeah.
I was watching his live feed. He went and got himself these foot tall letters with bulbs all in them. It says iSpike, and he's got it right behind him on the live chat. I need that. I need to get those.
Well, I'm waiting for a sign to come in this week. It was supposed to come in last week or a week and a half ago, and something happened to it. But it's been resent, so I'm supposed to get it this week.
You're gonna put it up behind you?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. This little room I'm in here is turned into a makeshift studio. It was an empty, spare room that I had, and I put my video editing computer in here. But behind me is nothing that you'd think of having in a set for a deal like this. So I'll have to work on that. Dennis Lovelady, type something, anything. So it'll be easy to find your channel. Okay, I can type that. I can do that. Something, comma, anything. Bingo. There you go.
Yeah, so I used to have the room upstairs before, much smaller room with one window. This one here's got 3 windows, and I got my front door here. I'm in my living room downstairs. And my bedroom's down here too, because I have a lot of problems with my legs. I can't go up and down the steps anymore that much. So, and Kim had one massive big bedroom, so we put the living room upstairs. The 55-inch TV's upstairs, everything's upstairs, sound system and everything. So if I will look at a movie, I'll go upstairs, look at a movie, and that's about it.
Interactive DNA is advising me that to upload some of my videos, I guess, to some of these stock video sites. I think Asgard Studios, I think Hugh mentioned that he does that too. I thank you, sir. I need to look into that. I will.
Hey, Mr. Crawley, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Everybody, check out Mr. Crawley at 1 p.m. every afternoon during the weekdays. He does his live channel. Yeah, JDS. Yeah. I'm scared to fly my buddy's fake Phantom. Oh yeah, X-Raw drone. Not sure how reliable the signal is on it. Doing good there, Mr. Crawley. I did go see my doctor on Friday, and I will be operated on again on my leg. Yep, my left leg. I flew my RC plane in a storm today and crashed. Oh, Michael.
Hmm.
With the winds we had here, I don't know if your winds were like that there, but
JDS Quads asked me, do you fly Cessnas? So I haven't done any full-scale flying for about 5 years. I kind of just did so much of it that it just stopped, been there, done that kind of thing. And I had an airplane and I sold it, and that was the end of that. But over the course of my flying career, I was a flight instructor back in the early 70s. And of course, I taught in a lot of Cessna 150s and 172s. And I owned a Cessna 310, an old 1966 N model for a while. So yeah, I flew a Citation. So I've flown a lot of Cessnas. Right seated many a 172. Yeah, I know how that feels.
if everybody doesn't have Rad Girl, please check out Rad Girl. She's missing 5 to hit her 100 mark, guys. Rad Girl, she's at 95. She needs 5 more. So please support her channel. Well, that. No, that. There you go. Yeah, I did. I'm going to upload this video of the Park Panther tomorrow after Roger's stream. Okay there, Barnacle.
JDS asked me, what do I need to fly an ultralight? Where? In Canada, or where in America? If in the States, to fly a real ultralight, and that's an airplane that weighs, and they come up with these numbers and they always sound the same for drones and everything else, but if it weighs less than 255 pounds, seriously, it's considered, and that includes the fuel, it's considered an ultralight, and you don't need a license to fly an ultralight. And but if it weighs over that, it's not an ultralight anymore. It becomes an experimental aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Like a home built. And in that case, you have to go through all the rigmarole of building it or getting it certified and inspected and checked out all along the way by the FAA, and licensing the airplane with an N number. And then to fly it, you need to be at least what they call a sport pilot, which is a pilot rating they didn't have back when I got my ratings. Private pilot was the lowest rating, but the sport pilot rating will let you, and I'm not up on it because I never had any dealings with it, but it'll let you fly some of these lighter home built type airplanes and everything else. But if the airplane is, if it's a truly an ultralight, you don't need a license, but you definitely can kill yourself just as easily if you're not careful.
I guess you can.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's dry weight.
Is it dry weight, JDS? I may have gotten that wrong, but if I did, I apologize. But and I may be off a pound or two on the number, but I flew ultralights in the 70s, and I had amphibious ultralight. It was called a Buccaneer, and I had two of them. One of them was a single seat amphibious, and the other was a two-seat, but the two-seater was not an ultralight. It had to be licensed as an experimental airplane, and I needed, not only did I need a pilot's license to fly it, but to fly it out of the airport where where I kept it, and I had to have a transponder and all the radios and everything to make it legal. And I think I have. See if I can put my hands on a picture of that real quick here.
Yes, everybody check out Rad Girl FPV. Support her. Let's get it to 100, guys. Delta and Drone Zone is asking, what kind of plane did John Denver die in?
He died in a plane, if I'm not mistaken, called a Very Easy, and it was one of Rutan's designs that had a canard. It had the actual the elevator was up in the front. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was a home built airplane, and that was a shame. I don't know if this is going to work, but let me try it and see if you can see this.
Oh, nice.
That was the single seat Buccaneer, and the cool thing about that airplane was you could reach around on the side and you grab the wheel and pull it out like this, pull them out and hang them up. And then you had a little cable between, and you pulled, and it pulled the tail wheel up, and then you could land it on the water.
Oh,
so it was amphibious, and it was a lot of fun. Then the here's a picture of it in the air with the wheels, with the landing grab. I don't know if you can see that or not, if it's coming through. Can you see it?
Yeah, right.
With the wheels up, and then the other, the two-seater one, the one that I flew at the airport. This was the version of that one there.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, it was fun. They weren't fast. 50, 60 miles an hour top speed on both of them, but and they were built with sailcloth, like a rayon heavy duty sailcloth, okay. And they're pretty neat. They were a lot of fun. I miss that. If I'm afraid if I ever get started in something like that, I'll go nuts again. So I have to avoid things like that.
Hey J Ray, how you doing? Everybody, check out Rad Girl. Check out, make sure you got her channel. She's only missing a couple more to make her 100 tonight. Everybody, check out Rad Girl. Rad Girl, if you put your name at the bottom of the list here, so everybody can see you, because your name's probably too high up in the list.
Carpenter Rick says you need a license to fly an ultralight in Canada. You need a license to go to the bathroom in Canada.
Yeah, true. It's an old guy and a drone that's on tonight there, J Ray. Hash Info, how you doing? Yes, we do, Carpenter Rick says.
Well, I say that not out of any disrespect for Canada, but when you can't, when you pay attention to the drone community today, all you hear about are the new Canadian laws, which
it's ridiculous. What I want to find most ridiculous is that, okay, guys like to have their beers, right? Having one beer, you got to wait 12 hours before you fly your drone. That's what I find ridiculous. Go to the bar, have 3 beers, take your car, go hit anybody on the road. Yeah,
well, that's the same way it is with they're trying to. It seems to me that they're trying to
make you like a pilot for a plane.
Put airplanes and drones at the same level, and in a lot of respects, they are. They're both aircraft. They use the airspace. They can, but they're not helping. They're not doing. Helping the RC community either. In the States here, I posted on my channel a video that I shot, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago of a model turbine jet meet in Georgia. It's called Jets Over the Swamp, and the video is on my channel, and there's about, I don't know, 30 minutes of 200-mile-an-hour model turbine airplanes, and these airplanes go so fast that you have to keep them in. You have to keep turning them in because so the favorite maneuver for these airplanes is called a split S, and a split S is where you pull straight up, and then you roll over, and then you come down in a loop. And these things can go to half, three quarters, maybe a mile away, and they're so big, and you come out of the bottom of these things doing maybe 250, 275 miles an hour. Well, when you get to the top of one of these things, you're up about 2,500, 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
And to try to fly an airplane, a model airplane like that, and keep it under 400 feet is damn near impossible. We actually had to do that at one of the jet meets I went to because we were close to an airport, and they clamped that 400-foot limit on us, and it was no fun. All you could do is just fly around in a big circle. So if this 400, if they don't come up with some kind of waiver with these new rules in our country for the model jets, they're going to end. They're just going to end that aspect of the hobby, and that's too bad because the places that we fly these jets are places where they don't bother anybody.
Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute. So Mars, hey, how you doing, Mars? Welcome, welcome. Hash info. Thomas Jordan, yes, we got quite a bit of snow. We got almost 2 feet of snow today. Yeah. You're welcome to come down and shovel if you want.
God, it's a good thing that I got cut and paste here because Interactive DNA's new name is just way too
long.
way too long. And some, I like to, I smoke my cigars and I don't smoke in the house. So I go outside on my back porch to smoke my cigars, and I got a TV out there, and in my TV I have a Chromecast, so I can get the YouTube on my cell phone and stream it. So I'll be watching your live chat out there, and streaming it on, watching it on TV, smoking my cigar, and somebody with a name like Interactive DNA Tutorials for Life and Smart Drones, I want to reply to the guy, but I'll be damned if I'm going to type it on that tiny little keyboard.
Rad girl, no more shoveling. Yeah, Hash info, I know. We're going to get more snow this week. They said it. They said the 4-letter word again. Rad girl's at 99 supporters, guys. She needs one more supporter.
I would do it, but I already did.
Rad girl, she needs one more supporter to hit her 100, guys. Please.
Hey, Roger, we have Mr. Potato here, a new guy who I saw over at Spike's channel, at Spike's live stream a little while ago.
Okay, Mr. Potato. Check out your channel. Okay, bikes. Okay. Okay, Mr. Potato, I just supported your channel. I'm going to give you a wrench. We've got 3 rules in here, Mr. Potato. No politics, no racist remarks, and no foul language. There you go. Cool. Rad Girls hit her 100. Tech review by Idra. I'm sorry, I got the last name wrong. Tech review. How you doing? Good day. Good day. Oh, guys, I will make my own flying drone one day. JDS is talking to Mitch.
Okay. Oh. Flying drone. Oh, I would fly. I would get in the right vehicle. I would do it. Get into one of those things and fly it with the electronics that they have today. In a hot New York second. The only thing I would worry about would be the props cutting my head off if one of them. But because some of them have the props right out there around like neck level. Yeah. But the ones with the pods overhead, I think that's the future of transportation in the cities is going to be self-flying, self-piloting drones.
Delton Drone Zone. He's at 240. Oh, Delton Drone Zone. We'll try and get you up there. Not guaranteeing you out tonight though, but up there.
I'd like to hit 700,000, but I don't think I'm going to get there tonight. Let's take a look.
Oh, sorry about that. Love my drones.
Well, I'll subscribe. It looks like a nice channel to Dalton, and I will let him know in the chat that I did.
The 4S Whoop you're showing us here, Myers, on this link. Okay, I just touched on it. See what this is. Dang, that's a fast little beast, isn't it? Cool. Fast little beast. That you getting that too, Mars? Yeah, we're staying warm there, Indiana Kid. Yes, sir. Everybody, check out the Indiana Kid. He's at 44 supporters. Let's get his numbers up, guys. Indiana Kid. And everybody, check out Hash TV. Check out his channel. Very good channel. Very good info on his channel.
Well, hey, Mars Twerky Drones. He said hello to me in the chat, and I don't know if he knows that this is me or not. So, Mars, it's me, old guy in a drone.
Walking into the unknown. Hi. Yeah, Indiana Kid. It's well, for temperature wise, guy, I got you beat for sure here. It's doing minus 30 Celsius. That's minus 23 Fahrenheit. That's what it's doing here right now. And somebody asked for Kim. Kim's upstairs, I think. Yeah, Mars, it would be nice to own one of those.
Well, hi, J-Ray FPV. How many people we got? 22.
Yeah. Yeah, Kim's on his third dream. Yeah. Yeah, it is cold there, Indiana. Didn't go out at all today, man. I stayed in the house all day today. No ways going out.
I went over to Best Buy today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A place I seriously need to avoid.
Welcome to the club.
Because money just, I don't know, it just flies out of my pocket, you know, when I go in there. And I went in there today looking. I went in there looking for a since I'm going to become a big time TV star, maybe maybe even do my own live stream, which we talked about last night, which you have to do to get any kind of hours on this new YouTube thing they got. I want to get a microphone boom, you know, one of those arm things. Well, because I don't know if I have this microphone of mine sitting here, it's just sitting on a stand on the table and you can hear it if I type and everything. You know, and it doesn't have shock mounts, so I need to get one of those things. But they didn't have it at Best Buy.
Go on Amazon there.
Oh yeah, Amazon's got all kinds. They did have one at Best Buy, and it was a Blue Yeti deal. That was a package deal for $200.
Oh my God!
So I said, nah. Actually, I don't know if anybody really cares, but I know when I watch being interested in technology and filmmaking and all that stuff, I'm always interested in the equipment that people use, almost as sometimes as much as the result of what they do. And in my videos, I tend to think, we all think people think like we do. So I tend to sometimes explain, this is what I used for this shot, and this is how I did that shot. And I don't know if that's a mistake or not, but I do it. But in the course of making doing a little commercial work, I had the need for some sound stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to get some sound stuff, because certainly with drone footage you can't record sound. So I picked up this. I don't know if you can see it here. It's a Zoom H6, and it is a 6-channel recorder and works as it has all the XLR inputs in it. And there's a ton of reviews of this piece of equipment on it's the most amazing thing, but it also has microphones built into it. And here I am looking to buy, pardon all the banging and noise, but here I am looking to buy a microphone, and I've got this thing sitting in my backpack that I hardly ever use. And I said, I could probably just use that and output the USB directly to the computer, and it works great. But I need to mount it on something to isolate it. Yeah.
Like I said, check out Best Buy, because not Best Buy, sorry, Amazon, because Best Buy, man, they're you can pay full price. And on Amazon, they do sell good stuff. Like, I'm gonna probably go for lighting pretty soon, and everything I need is gonna come up to about $136 Canadian.
Yeah,
so that's good.
I went on Amazon, and got a set of 3 of these.
Yeah.
They came with the 3 lights, 3 batteries, 3 battery chargers, 3 stands. That was like $150.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're cheap, but they work great. And it's not like I'm running a professional studio here.
Yeah.
But it's amazing if you start into this stuff, you wake up and realize that your little brownie camera isn't going to cut it,
Hey, Jim Wallace, how you doing? Okay, good night there, Jay Ray. Thank you for coming in and supporting everybody.
Oh, how you doing, Jim?
Tech reviews. You're using your iPhone, the phone. Yeah, now you're on your computer. Good.
I don't know if Jim Wallace has ever seen me. We say hi to each other all the time, but hiya, Jim. It's me, Mitch, the old guy, and a drone, just in case you didn't know. I swear I need to write it on my forehead here.
Well, I see Jim Wallace is the one's making the sign for me.
Oh, he makes, yeah. I first learned about Jim in Ken Herron's live stream.
Which I should be getting that sign this week, hoping.
And Jim, it seems like, I don't know if he's chasing me around the world or I'm chasing him around the world, but we were just in Australia here not too long ago.
Okay. I was going to go on Ice Spikes, but I went on to Aerial Views and Histories, and I got stuck on there, and I was going to go on to Ice Spikes, but then I had to go on live myself, so I didn't have time to go on Ice Spikes.
Right as I was leaving Spike's live stream, he had some girl named 2020 XOXOXO. Evidently, she is the Miss Universe winner or something like that. Well, that was the end of that channel. I mean, everybody, all you saw was her. I mean, everybody was all. And I said, you know what? I'm an old guy. I can't compete with this. So that's when I came over here. And Interactive DNA is giving me equipment advice, and I appreciate that. I agree with you that for the kind of stuff that we do here, that the GH5 is probably one of the best bets. But I really don't need for what I do, because I'm either shooting what I do with a Hero 7 GoPro and a drone, and I have an old A6000 Sony, which for stills is all I need, and I don't use it much for video. But I do drool over all these new cameras they keep coming out with. I certainly do.
Rad girl, fishing is one of my favorite hobbies. Whoa.
Asgard, my boy, you finally showed up. Can you get him on with us?
Well, yeah, if he wants to come on.
Come on, you join the party. I'm getting tired of carrying Roger here all night long.
I didn't do it. There you go.
I said, sure. All right, good.
I'll send you the link there, Asgard.
I was hoping somebody else would show up. But I'm having a good time. If people aren't getting tired of me, I'm having a good time.
Won't be long there. MSN so slow. Won't be long. Here we go. Link. No, wait, no. Link. Reply.
Isn't there? I thought Hangouts, you could put somebody in your contacts and just jump in anytime, but is a live stream different than that, Roger?
Live stream? Yeah, you can, because what happens is you got to type in the guy's email, but I don't know the emails by heart, so I got to go on the MSN. So instead of typing them in, I do it the lazy way. I just send them the link.
Oh, okay, I see. I see.
As you go where that little man is. Okay, you right click. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, made a mistake. That little man, it says invite people. That little man with the plus sign on it on top of your screen. Take your mouse, go up on top.
I see. Mute microphone, turn camera off, adjust bandwidth.
Do you see that little man?
Gentlemen.
I see. Mute microphone, turn camera off.
Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry.
No, I seem to have Hugh all over his face all over my screen right now.
Because if you set your microphone, you're supposed to have like a little man there with a plus sign.
I don't see it. Maybe because it's your chat, not mine.
Probably.
Yeah.
So when you start doing live streams, you'll have that little man there with a plus sign.
I will probably use OBS when I do. I've been working on setting it up, and it might be a good solution for me. Well, I see you, Hugh. How you doing?
Guys, let me grab my headset. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Well, that was fast. Okay. See, one thing I learned is bring some water in with you.
It's coffee, but it's empty.
It's too late for coffee for me. I'll be up all night if I do that. I have my 5 cups in the morning.
Drone obsessed, yes. Drone obsessed Jerry's at 239 now.
Well, that's about where I am, I think. I don't know where I am, but I know I was pushing at 250, which for a month and a half I thought was pretty respectable. Let's see here.
Everybody check out Mark's work.
248, Roger. 248. Get me. Come on, man. Do your job. Get me 2 more before the night's over.
Take
So
your-
that I can lose. But I'll lose those 2 overnight anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Just type your name at the bottom of the list so somebody can hit you up.
Okay. You're watching.
What do you want? Come on.
The Old Guy Live. There you go.
There you go. Good girl. So everybody check out the old guy on the drone. He needs 2 more to his 250. Check out his channel.
I think everybody's got me. I recognize all the names on here.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And I'll tell you, I'd almost have fewer subs. Yeah, you want to get to the 1,000, you know, because, you know, we would all like to get paid, you know, be able to make a little money from this. I'm sure that I'm not the only one, but I would rather have I would rather have fewer subs and more views, and know that what I'm doing,
The views count.
people are enjoying, because the monetary reward from this is not as important to me as the enjoyment and fun and pride that I get out of creating something out of nothing.
All right, guys, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hear you. You got your mic, you got your earphones on? Good. Where's your, okay. You all good there, Hugh?
Almost, I think. Oh, my dog's trying to take stuff off the desk.
Hey, look at your dog.
I'm the only one of us without a dog here. I got Walter though. See, I got Walter.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah, and if I hold him right up here. You missed.
What'd I miss?
You missed earlier today. In fact, there may be some new people who didn't see it, but I fly camera drones, and I used to fly fabulously fast turbine powered model airplanes, 200, 250 mile an hour turbine jets. And I still have a little of that racing bug in me. And I thought maybe that if I was going to build a racing drone, that I would really have to build it so that there's no way I would ever lose. So I came up with this idea today, and this is it here. We're going to take this turbine engine, and we're going to glue this on top of it. See? And we're going to have the world's first Tello that goes 600 miles an hour. What do you think?
I think we should do that.
Do you think we should? Do you think that if I think that there'd be a million view YouTube video in this?
Oh my God. That would be funny. You know, we're all talking about, hey man, I've got brushless motors on my quad. Yeah. Mitch pulls out the jet engine.
I got 15 pounds of thrust.
Don't bring your brushed motors to a jet fight, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, minus 23 here. Man, it's cold.
You're crazy.
Yeah. Same
Nice
thing.
though. Nice to be out today though.
Well, at least you got heat where you are. That's
I actually put the drone up in the air. I went up for one battery, so about 15 minutes.
Okay.
You did.
And how are your fingers? You got more fingers left?
I have 4 spots of frostbite and 4 fingers, but it was from retrieving the DJI Tello off the roof last night with an aluminum ladder in the snowstorm. But today was nice. Today was actually quite, it was cold, but it was pleasant.
I'm getting advice on how to build my turbine powered drone.
Chat window.
That'd be fun.
I've only been on live a few times, so I'm not very good at this yet, guys.
Well, where do you think I am? This is my debut to the world was last night here with Roger.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
Yes, girl. Yes, yes.
I've seen you on here before with Roger.
Oh, yeah. He's been on before.
Are you using your cell phone?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've got it's an old Logitech mic. Is it not good?
No, it's good. Maybe it's your stream. It's kind of jerky.
Latency probably.
Latency. Yeah.
We've got storms here. Yeah, bad Wi-Fi. It all adds up.
Yeah.
I'll try to move slow.
You don't have to try it. You already are.
Just kidding.
Okay,
hold on. I'm going to switch my internet connection here. It'll take about 10 seconds.
Okay. Whose dog is that I hear?
Not mine. That must be Hugo's.
Let me not lose sight of the chat here. I
Okay, is that any better?
I'm going to do that.
Can you see me moving now? Good motion blur.
My dog's starting to freak out a little bit.
Roxy, do tricks. Come on, up.
She was hearing that squeak toy your dog's playing with, and she has one too.
Oh,
what's going on? Now she's got
okay, I've got the chat. I've got everything working, I think. So my latency, is it better now, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here because, like I said,
He was starting to find it long.
Yeah, I mean, what time is it now? It's almost 9 o'clock. We've been at this for what, 2 hours almost.
Oh, you guys started at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
I came in here about 7:15, 7:20, something like that. I was over.
Roger's hardcore, man. He does this every day of the week.
I know. I don't know how he has enough to talk about for that kind of time.
Oh, we always got to find something to talk about. That's for sure.
The thing is, I mean, there's a lot of people come in. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I hang out. I don't come, I came to the Drone Hub initially not for like YouTube views or to like connect with other subscribers or whatnot. It was just to kind of like figure out, what this drone stuff was all about, learn about quads, learn about racing and all that sort of stuff. So.
Well, Roger found me. He was out trolling and came across my channel. I don't know how.
So I go on to like if Hugh puts up a video, okay, I comment. Then I look at all the other people that commented and I say, hey, I don't have that guy in my group.
That's a good idea.
Channel, look at this video, leave him a comment, and tell him to come and visit us.
So Hugh, tell me, exactly how many knives do you have?
Mitch, I don't think I've actually ever counted.
Oh my God!
But I'll tell you a short story to preface my estimate. So, about 20 years ago, I was collecting swords. I was heavy into martial arts. I've got a black belt in Shito-ryu karate, and I started into European martial arts. We started collecting weapons, and my wife got really tired of having swords in every room in the house, and she said, "Could you try collecting something like like little dolls or something?" And I said, "What about knives?" And she said, "Oh." I said, "Well, what about folding knives?" She said, "All right, fine." So, and now I collect folding knives. Anyway, I don't know, maybe 200.
Wow. Do you collect handmade stuff or factory stuff or both?
Mostly just factory stuff. I think I've got one or two handmade pieces. I've got one that I really like. It's an old, just an old slip joint knife, but it's got mammoth ivory tusk handle scales and a Damascus blade. It's absolutely one of a kind.
Who made it? Do you know?
A guy in Montana. I think his name was Gary. I think it's Gary's Knives. That was a long time ago, 25 years ago, maybe. So still got it though.
Do you get the idea that you're talking to another knife guy?
Oh, are you a knife collector as well?
Back when I had my business and I had a bunch of money before that, I had a business catastrophe. I was probably one of the biggest handmade collectors in the country.
Oh, well.
And I actually put on, in Orlando, I put on a art knife
nice
knife show every year. And all the guys whose names are on the Benchmade knives are all personal friends of mine.
Gil Hibson, etc. Yeah.
Gil Hibben, Mel Pardue,
Yeah.
Ken Onion, all of those guys were like brothers to me.
Oh my God.
And I can't afford. I mean, I lost a lot of money and had to sell. I sold almost all my entire collection, but I still have a few pieces, and I'm still a knife guy. So when I
love knives, and it doesn't matter if they're one-offs or factories. Like the Ken Onion stuff, I've got a lot of Ken Onion's blades. I started collecting his stuff back probably in the early 2000s. Oh, I mean, you know that what do they call it? It's the assisted opening, but it's like a cam. So it opens. It feels like a switchblade to me, but it's legal in almost every state.
Well, switchblades are legal in the States here. In a
lot of places, you're right. Yeah, they are. They weren't when I was a kid, and when you were younger, probably, right?
Yeah, we would have knife shows. In my knife show in Florida, we were allowed to. They displayed the switchblades, but in some states, like in New York and some other places, you couldn't display them. But I noticed you were talking about Benchmade.
Yeah.
And the owner of Benchmade is a guy named Les D'Assis. And I've known Les. I haven't seen him in years, but I knew him right back when they first started that company, and they were working out of a little hole in the wall. Nice. and it has grown. In fact, I don't know. Roger think that we're boring the hell out of people that aren't knife people?
Yeah. I don't think so.
But I
is always good.
Well, drones are like a platform for 4 knives, right?
Yeah,
really.
But I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something since you're here. You can see me, right?
Oh yes, I can. I'm excited now.
Have you seen? You know what this is?
No, it looks a bit like an Almar, maybe.
Okay, this is the first Benchmade switchblade that they ever made in conjunction with the first famous knife maker that they ever and it's Mel Pardue.
Oh man.
Okay, so this knife is the and this will mean something to you, but it might not mean something to other people. This is a production knife. This is the actual knife that Benchmade made.
Wow.
Now this
nice piece of history to have.
Now this knife here is Mel Pardue's handmade prototype that he used, and he gave it to me.
Wow.
As a gift, and nice. I promised him I'd never sell it, but that's a beast. A handmade knife, and it was the prototype for the first Benchmade collaboration. So it really is a piece of history.
That's really cool.
And just for fun, he gave me the pieces of one of the this is screwed together, but this is actually the pieces that they made to build the tooling from.
Wow.
So here's a blade that's flat on the bottom. It was just used for the shape so they could. So anyway, that's a little bit of knife history there.
That is really cool. Drones and knives. See, I'm in the right place.
Yeah. I have a t-shirt that says, "I like motorcycles and guns." And it looks like a Harley insignia.
Very nice.
Well, anyway, that's
Luke Skywalker.
When you started showing off your knives, I was hoping I could show you those somewhere, somehow, sometime.
That was awesome.
Wall says, I collect old scratch offs. I now have over 150,000 in my collection.
Old scratch offs. Oh my God, that is freaking hilarious, man.
That is funny.
Damn.
Skywalker, everything's good here.
Well, we burned up about 15 minutes talking about knives there. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's no problem.
Like I actually might do a knife stream one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of knife pieces. I mean, it's a big hobby collecting knives. And
Will any of you drone people out there know about EDC, or what they call everyday carry? And for people that don't know, basically it just means the stuff that you have in your pocket, things like a flashlight, your keychain, your phone, your wallet. But people, it's like a whole hobby around collecting the perfect specimen of each device, you know, whether it's a little tiny flashlight or a pocket knife. Anyway, EDC is one of my new obsessions now too. So
Oh yeah, that was always a big topic at the knife shows. Was well, what do you carry? What do you carry?
Yeah.
What's your everyday carry? And interestingly enough, with all the knives, I don't even carry a knife in my pocket all day.
Really?
I don't need one. I don't ever. I got one in the car, and I have them in the house. And generally, I'm either by the car or at the house. So I don't.
If I can get that in
What do
frame.
you carry? Let's see. Okay.
I carry that Benchmade bug out, the one that I showed in my video the other day. I love it. Super amazing. I have a night light. It's a really small USB rechargeable light and a little tritium beacon in case I drop it in the dark. Always in my pocket, 24/7 basically.
What does your wife think of that when you're sleeping?
Well, you know, we work around.
Does the name Lorena Bobbitt mean anything to you?
Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay, I have a story for you. I have a story, boy, and I don't normally talk about my personal life in detail, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. So the guy that put Bobbitt back together, Guillermo, I forget his last name. He's a surgeon in Manassas, Virginia, which is where I lived for 10 years.
Did you? I lived there.
So this Guillermo Montero, anyway, the surgeon, Guillermo Montero, similar to Guillermo del Toro, the director. So Montero put Bobbitt back together. And one day I went in to get a vasectomy when I became older, and it happened to be referred to this guy. And so I met him. So Bobbitt and I had the same hands on our parts. That's a story.
That's a hell of a claim to fame. You know, you say, it's funny you say Manassas, Virginia. When I was in the Army from 1966 until 1970. Oof. And I was in Germany towards the end of my Army career, but they sent me to Vint Hill Farm Station in Warrenton, Virginia.
Oh, love Warrenton, man. Love it.
Okay. And Vint Hill Farm Station is between Gainesville and you know, which is right. It was at that time the end where Interstate 66 stopped.
That's where I lived. Haymarket.
I lived in Gainesville. I lived in Gainesville.
Next town over, 2 miles.
I lived in Gainesville while I was married then, and there was no base housing for me and my wife, so we bought a little trailer, a single wide in a trailer.
Oh my God! So you know Charlie Darley?
Oh, I don't know. No, that doesn't make it. I'm talking about
he owns the trailer park, has for like 100 years there.
Yeah, no, it was right there on was it 29-211? Was that the name of the road?
I forget, but down there somewhere. Yeah.
Anyway, I lived there, and at the time I was working on all my pilot ratings because I had wanted to be an airline pilot. So the Manassas Airport, right there in Manassas, was owned by a fellow named Klugen, Chuck Klugen. That was his name. God, I'm getting old. At any rate, Chuck Colgan. Yeah. And I went and got all my ratings there, and then I actually taught flying there for a year out of the Manassas Airport. Yeah.
Did you remember a little airfield called Lenz Field out around there, out near Warrenton? Anyway, it was just a little grass strip, and I used to fly my powered paraglider out of there.
Yeah, there was a place. I was going to say there was a field out in that direction where they flew the powered parachutes.
Yeah, that's where I used to fly out of all the time. Got pictures of my Jeep out there and loved it.
Yeah, we used to go to the air show at Culpeper Airport. They had the old biplanes and
the biplanes. I flew out of his yard. The guy that runs the biplane show, so he has a little airstrip too, a little farther up. And I flew out of his one time. Actually, almost crashed my paraglider and clipped the power line. Yeah, I came very close to dying. I remember that guy.
That's a gorgeous, right at the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountain. Such a beautiful, beautiful place.
Sure is.
No, I lived. I was up there for 2 or 3 years before it. Then there was no airline jobs at the time. It was the economy was bad. Pan Am was laying off thousands of pilots, and I'm saying, and plus all the pilot jobs are being taken by these 21-year-old kids coming out of Vietnam with 10,000 heavy turbine hours, and there was no way to get a job. So that was the end of that. But it was a great part of this small world. You're a great part of the country.
Yeah, no kidding, isn't it? Just watching my dog here. She is only 16 weeks old, or 15 weeks old now, so she gets into things a lot.
So what are we missing? Anybody trying to talk to us while we're busy reminiscing here?
Everybody saying hi. And
what's up, King FPV?
Hope we're not boring the hell out of them.
Luke Skywalker's in.
It's called history.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all better remember all this stuff.
Yeah, pop test tomorrow.
JDS is sitting back enjoying the live stream. That's good.
Good.
Yeah, so I actually flew 2 drones today. I had my Mavic Air up for the one flight, and I actually took the little C-Max 23 out and played with the dog in the backyard. So you guys will see that my vlog I'm going to post again today. Oh boy, that puppy's providing a lot of good entertainment for us. That's for sure.
You know, it was warm enough today, but it was just violently windy here today, and I didn't feel like.
Oh, your Mavics can handle it, man.
Oh, they can.
They're amazing in the wind.
They do a great job. And
Mike Kelly says that Mitch, I was in Bitburg, Germany, in the Air Force. Bitburg.
Guys.
Where'd you go, Asgard? We lost you. I was stationed in Kassel when I first got to Germany, which is north of Frankfurt. And after about 8 months, they transferred me to Augsburg, which is in Bavaria, about 35 miles west of Munich. And that was a great place, because I was half an hour from the Oktoberfest in Munich, and just north of Garmisch, which is where they had, I think it was, I don't know what year it was, they had the Winter Olympics there. And then if you go past Garmisch, you're down into Salzburg, Austria. And I mean, it's an hour plus drive, and it's gorgeous country, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm trying to think where Bitburg is. Bitburg is west of Frankfurt. Okay, over heading towards Belgium, I guess. I never got there.
Jim Wallace wants to know, where are you?
Where am I? I'm in Melbourne, Florida, which is just about 25 miles south of Cape Canaveral. In fact, I tried to, I don't know if any of you saw that video where I actually tried to film a rocket launch with my Mavic Zoom. But there is a video on my channel, and it's kind of funny because you see it?
I know.
I finally got it, but I'm about, like, say, 25 miles away, and I put the drone up, and I was behind a whole bunch of trees, and I couldn't see the sky. And looking through the drone, I pointed it to where I knew that the launch pad was, and then I made the mistake of actually zooming in the drone, and I didn't realize the field of view was so narrow on that thing.
It's so your pilot. You made an assumption.
I know.
Shame on you.
And I couldn't believe it. And this was like the 4th try. They kept postponing this launch, and I got the TV going, and I got the live stream from SpaceX on my cell phone, and I'm standing out there, and the rocket goes off, and I'm looking, and I don't see anything, and I'm saying to myself, where the hell is? I can't. God, it's got to be there. I've seen these launches. and finally I started moving the drone around, and I was just a hair off to the right. I'm looking like this, and the launch is like right there, and finally got it. But one thing I'll tell you that astounded me about that was I was zoomed in. The Mavic 2 zoom has a 2x optical zoom, so I was zoomed in 2 times, and I noticed that as this thing was going up, it was steady as a rock. I mean, it was no movement or nothing. Even if you had a camera on a tripod, you still see a little bit nothing. So when I got it into Premiere Pro, into post-production, I said, I wonder how steady this really is. And I went in another 15 times on that thing. And at 15 times, even though it was blurry, it was not moving around. It was locked solid. That means that the gimbal on those little DJI drones is solid enough to do probably a 30 times zoom and still keep and it was a windy day too. It was bouncing around and still keep the subject, which amazed me. It just amazed me that the capabilities of this thing.
All of that is a direct result of Moore's law and the computing power increase, because all that stuff you're seeing, all that stability and the ability for SpaceX to have their rockets, launch and land like that, it's all about computing power, right? They have to make so many calculations. The physics is just mind-blowing,
Mm-hmm.
We can do, I just can't believe like Roger flies the Spark, right? I can't believe what that drone can do. It blew me away when I bought one.
Mm-hmm. Mike Kelly says, road air boats near there.
Airboats, like blimps, like dirigibles?
Who said this?
Mike
Kelly. Pittsburgh's West Fire, yes. Oh, road airboats. You have in Flagler. Yeah, Flagler Beach is about 100 miles north of me. It's north of Daytona, and Daytona is about 65 miles north of me. But not familiar with road airboats. I know road microphones, but I would.
I'm not happy with the latest Rode Video Micro. I had 2 of them. Had some problems with them.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what I did, and ended up being a good solution. So I was going to spend the $300 to get the Video Micro Pro, which is their, fairly decent one, right? And I watched a YouTube video, and there was a guy that was comparing this $50 Takstar mic against the Video Micro Pro, the bigger one. And the Takstar SGC 598 worked just fine. I think, don't you use that one, Mitch, too? The Takstar? Somebody else does here.
No, I have. I of course you saw my little blogging.
Oh, you have the little mini.
Yeah, and I in building this little GoPro deal.
I got the microphone.
Yeah, and you got the little microphone, but I did get the. This is the thing. The one piece you haven't seen that I was waiting for, which is kind of cool and it works great because I used it the other night when I was doing a little vlogging out on my dark patio. Is I got the little light for it. See.
Okay. Yeah.
And what a handy little deal that turned out to be, because you throw the GoPro in there and you mount it to a little tripod or a selfie stick, and it's terrific.
Well, you know what? So this afternoon when I was filming the vlog, I had my Canon 80D all set up, tied to the fence, and it was filming. And I had the GoPro that I bought on your suggestion, and I had that on my head filming. And when I got back and got to my Canon, I noticed that I hadn't plugged in the microphone, and so I hadn't been recording any audio, so I couldn't use any of the footage. But I didn't care. The GoPro stuff was so good, didn't need the Canon footage.
And did you have the little mic in the GoPro?
Not yet, actually, just the regular, and it's still good.
I oftentimes the mic in this thing is really surprisingly good, and
for an action cam, absolutely.
And I got this this little selfie stick, and Best Buy, it's made by Insignia, which is a Best
Yep.
Buy brand. And they, for $50, they had a whole box full of GoPro, you know, a whole kit that you bought. $50 it was full of all the different suction mounts and helmet mounts and every kind of mount that you can imagine, with tripod mounts and selfie sticks, and for $50. Whereas GoPro,
the tooth mount.
What's that?
There's a mouth mount, right? You can get this little mouth guard that you bite, and the GoPro attaches to it.
I saw a couple of guys who were doing reviews of this said that's the best. In some instances, that's the best way to actually hold the cameras. Clamp.
Well, like kite flyers, they got no hands, right? They can't hold anything, right?
But I still keep watching all the reviews on the Osmo Pocket, and I had one and took it back. Yeah. And got this instead, because I didn't want to spend $300 on all the accessories you needed to make it really.
Well, exactly.
Make it really work.
Give me a second, guys. John Nutt. Hi, Mars. 616 drones and 3D prints. How you doing? And Blizzard Ox, Uncle Roger. Thank you, Blizzard. Hope you're doing good. Does anyone know where I can get a good deal on a Mavic? Been getting a lot of job requests.
A Mavic 1 or a Mavic Air, or Mavic 2? Which Luke? Which one? I'll tell you. If you go to any of the forums, the Mavic Air Pilots Forum, Mavic Pilots Forum, I think it's called. Let me see if I can get a link for you real quick there. Hold on a second.
That's good, yeah.
Here's a it's just mavicpilots.com, and you go to the classifieds in there. And I'm almost embarrassed to say some of the deals that I that I got in here. I actually almost felt bad about some of the deals I got. And if you're looking, for example, if you're willing to settle for a Mavic Pro 1, in fact, I would recommend that anybody who is new to drones and just wants to get their first drone to see if they like it, just go on this forum, because you could probably buy a Mavic Pro 1 with the Flymore kit and all the stuff that comes with it for $500 or $600. And most of these things only have 5 to 10 flights on them tops, because that's, drones are like exercise equipment. You buy this stuff with the I'm going to use this every day, and then you use it 3 times and then it sits. And I think that's probably true about drones, because if everybody that bought a drone was out flying their drone every day, our skies would be obscured. You know what I mean?
Jim West says he bought 2 of them off of Kijiji.
Oh, nice. Did you get good deals, James?
$616 said right on, Mitch. Yeah, but that drone forum is great. They also have a Phantom Pilots forum, and then there's another RC Groups is another bunch of forums that has a pretty good classified section. But there's a lot of used drones for sale, especially the first generation Mavics, now that the Mavic 2s have come out. So,
yeah.
See, now Jim Wallace says that the camera gimbal on the Mavic Pro is far too fragile. And I can, it may seem that way. And I guess if you crash it or bang it, but, I've had mine for a while and I've flown the hell out of it and never had a problem with it. But they definitely did make a big improvement on the Mavic 2s, though, Jim. I agree with you there.
Can I leave you 2 guys alone for a minute? I got to make a coffee.
We've been carrying you all night anyway, Roger, Oh, hey, Hugh, either he's going to ask us to come back very often, or he's never going to let us back again. One or the other.
I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love.
Go ahead, Roger. All right, now that he's gone, let's talk about it.
I miss his beard. Where's the beard, Roger?
Yeah, I mean, I got a beard, not as bushy as your beard, but
well, it's winter here, you know.
Yeah,
warm, man. Minus 23 today. Japers.
You know, there's not a soul on the planet Earth that's alive today that has seen me without a beard.
Really?
Not my children, not anybody.
Wow.
That ever knew me, that has ever seen me. I back in 1970, I grew this beard and never shaved it off. I've trimmed it, but never been without it.
You've had that beard almost as long as I've been alive. Oh my goodness.
How old are you?
I'm just about to crack 50 in a couple of weeks.
50.
Oh yeah.
You're just my son is 48 and a half.
Just about.
So he's almost there. He's almost there with you.
What happens after 50? Is it a slide? Down
that's all. You know what?
I got two artificial hips already. I'm screwed, man.
I do better. The older I get, the better I do. I think. I mean, the happier I am, the less stress I have, and the more I seem to enjoy myself. And and I walk every morning and try to stay somewhat healthy.
Get yourself a dog. It's good for you.
Yeah, I'm not a dog person. I had parrots.
They're a pain
in the ass.
Well, the cat's away. Let's play, Jim Wallace. Yeah, indeed. I put my dog in her cage. I feel bad, but she gets very boisterous around 9 o'clock at night, just before it's time to conk out for the evening. So I've still yet to build my first FPV drone, and I want to, but I'm still getting
I'm fighting the urge to do that. I like, I always built all my model jets, and I love the workshop time, if you know what I mean. That was the time just out in the garage where you're concentrating on whatever it is you're building, and the whole world just goes away. And I used to enjoy the building, and of course with the drones that I fly, I don't get that anymore. So hence the rocket powered Tello. That's why I was thinking it might be a challenge.
Speaking of let me find that thing. I've got half of a drone here somewhere I was going to pull out tonight. Hold on one sec.
You bought Inspire. You bought Inspire on there too, on a Kijiji. Not bad there, James.
Ooh, you got an Inspire for $725? I'm gonna cry. Wow. Damn. Good for you, James. Holy crap. I better start. No, I better not.
On there, Mavic 725.
Yeah, was that a Mavic 1 with all the extra batteries and everything? Let's see what the deals of the day are. You're going to turn you into a shopping channel, Roger.
Well, so Holy Stone sent me a couple of these quads, the HS200. So I've got this one that I'm really thinking about tearing the shell off and doing something interesting with it. I don't know. Maybe like a Viking ship or something that flies around. So anyway, I think I taking a lot of the parts off it.
You got a 3D printer?
I don't.
No.
I'm thinking about it though.
I think it needs a turbine. I don't care what anybody says.
Man, do you know how light this is? Holy catfish.
Oh, anybody looking to buy a Mavic Air? Okay. If anybody's looking to buy a a Mavic Air, brand new, and I'm not selling these, brand new in a box, still sealed. A Mavic, a brand new Mavic Air. I had a guy who actually bought some batteries from me on one of the forums, texted me today, and we talked on the phone. He's got his hands on 10 of these things. And I got to bet that he'd probably sell it for about $550. And it's normally $800. So,
oh man, nice.
So that would be a good deal. And I mean, what brought that to mind was I see there's a couple of, there's one on the forum, brand new in box battery from best deal for Mavic Pro.
I really want to Inspire just because it's cool, but I'd like to build one like that. It'd be nice.
But I don't know. I've seen the Inspires fly, and they're big and they're noisy. And unless you're willing to spring for the X5 or the X7 camera, which costs more than 3 Mavic 2s, the Mavic 2 Pro will give you 20 megapixel images and videos. 4K is just gorgeous with it.
I look at that Inspire and I just think Wrath of Khan.
Oh, it's cool.
I see those arms go up.
Yeah. Oh
man. Sold.
Yeah. Here's a Mavic.
Oh, that's cool. I can see my reflection in your painting behind you.
Oh, really? Cool. You mean which one? The one of James Dean and Elvis and all that?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. How much? This was there's a bunch of pictures. I didn't even type anything. Comes with new skins installed, battery, new charger, and gimbal protect. $500 for a Mavic Pro.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. Mavic Air is really loud. I'm shocked.
Yeah, that's why I told the guy I didn't want to. He asked me if I wanted to buy one, and
I love it.
He was going to give me a hell of a deal, but I said, I have all these Mavics with the OcuSync, and I don't know if I'd be happy with one that used Wi-Fi only because of the range. The range. I've seen some videos where the range, you get trees in the way and everything kind of drops out. It's a great little drone, though.
It does.
But
clear line of sight, you can go pretty far with Mavic Air. But yeah, I'd like the OcuSync too. But honestly, like I was talking to Roger the other night, I really think that 250 grams or 0.55 pounds is going to be the sweet spot for camera drones because there's no regulation pretty much in Canada for those. So that's where I think you're going to see DJI's next big product, a 250 gram like sub-spark, camera drone. That's going to be it.
Well, look with what they crammed into that Pocket Osmo.
Oh yeah.
And they certainly could. I mean, the military's building drones the size of bumblebees now. I mean, they could certainly
crazy.
They could certainly come up with something that would. But you know what? As soon as they started doing that, some legislator in Canada would say, we have a new problem now. All these little drones that are causing us, so we need to change
our Space Monkey would,
yeah.
I call him our Space Monkey, Mark Cardinal.
You don't like him?
No. Oh. Just because he went into space, thinks he knows everything. I'm off.
Oh, right. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he thinks we should fire planes around with a string on it still. You know what I mean? Or yeah. Yeah. That guy got him up my butt.
Funny, I saw a meme on Facebook tonight that was about, it said 2009 and showed a picture of a little boy flying a kite, and then 2019, it was 8 and 18 or whatever. And it said this little guy, flying a drone, and so true. I remember flying kites as a kid, and I thought they were pretty damn cool. But
well, when we were kids, they didn't have any of the toys that we have these kids have today. We certainly didn't have cell phones and things like that.
Oh, I remember getting my first one. It was a big, big son of a gun.
That's it, James West. Yeah.
Jim,
right.
Jim Wallace he says the Pocket Osmo is fine, but has no Z-axis, so up and down movements are a problem. And I agree. But that's a problem with pretty much any camera when you're walking and bouncing up and down. But I found that the lighter the camera, the more pronounced those movements seem to be. So I think in that case, the weight of that little camera is working against it. I still have the first Osmo that I bought, the not the Plus, but the original Osmo, and I do have that Z-axis stabilizer for it, and
that's neat.
And it still works. It still shoots 4K. It's got the equivalent of the X3 camera on it, which is the 12 megapixel 4K 30 frame a second deal. So I still use that rather than buy a new one, because they were selling that Z-axis stabilizer for over $100, and it's a lot of money. But that's the way DJI is. You buy something from them and you spend an equivalent amount of money on the accessories you need to make it work.
Interactive, your MJX Bug. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, Centroid. I remember those two, Centroid. Yeah. Explicit. I want them all arrested. There you go, explicit. Can't do a day without flying. Yeah, I know what you mean there.
Oh wow. Centroid says it's still $175 for that Z-axis thing.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. That.
Hey, Phantom.
It's a strange looking deal when you're walking around and this thing is bouncing up and down like this. People look at you funny with that camera.
Where are you at, Phantom? What part of the world are you kicking around?
Yeah, Phantom Hodges drone. Whereabouts are you at, Phantom? I can't remember which town you live.
Canadian?
I
think he is Canadian, yeah.
Centroid says, but the Z-axis bottoms out, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. If you move really bouncing around, it will bang and bottom out. So it takes a lot of getting used to, and you still, even though you still have to learn how to move with the thing. And I have it, but I found out that I could do just as well doing like the ninja walk as I could with that Z-axis thing. So it's not the perfect answer. A drone is the perfect answer.
Anyway, I found a place in Berkham that I can flight reviews with a 3-hour course before review, $195. Where do you live, Phantom Hodges?
Markham, wherever Markham is. No, Centroid, you really can't run with it with that Z-axis. Unless you really consciously try to stop as much of the up and down shaking as you can.
Hey, Centroid, I already sent you 2 images. Did you not get them? Could have been too big or something for email. You know what I'll do, Mark? I'll share a folder in Dropbox for you. Sorry, I should look at the camera, I guess. I'll share a Dropbox folder and just leave them in there because they're probably pretty large. They're PNG files.
Okay. Buttonville Airport. Phantom. Are you still not saying where you live, Phantom? Where you live? Which country?
It's a guessing game.
¿Dónde está, Phantom? Por favor.
Hint, hint.
We're just kidding, buddy. You don't have to tell us. We're just messing with you, man.
There's
You said it was cold. You know, we're Canadian. We know cold.
Yeah, but cold for them to be 1 Celsius. You know, I mean,
It's funny, you know. Honestly, I'm almost 50 years old, and I've never had frostbite until yesterday. That's the first time in my life.
really.
Never. I mean, you know, we're pretty careful about stuff like that, right? But yesterday, in the panic to go get that damn DJI Tello off the roof, I risked my fingers without putting gloves on
You were flying a Tello outdoors yesterday.
in a blizzard.
Serves you right.
Yeah, I know. And I was saying, you know, I don't know. It's just what I do. I got to do it. Crash Guard Studios, man. It's the new name for the channel. the Tello is saying to me, "Low light, ambient light is not sufficient for you to fly the drone." I flew the drone.
Oh, you can fly it. It just won't. It won't lock onto the ground. You know, your
Oh man, I went up and it just went away. It just went away. Oh, so sad.
Did you see there's an app that allows you to go in and undo that 30-foot limit and take it up to 100 feet?
Ooh, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do it though. It wouldn't take the winds. You'd lose it.
Well, it's
I don't
okay
think
when
you would lose it.
there's no wind. It'd be all right. But
Yeah, That's
what's the
true.
name of that? I see if I have that here. What's the name of that app? It's
How's Beach Andy? How you doing? Good day, good day. Yeah, Phantom, we got 2 feet of snow today. I think we had enough today. Yeah.
it's called TALS, TALS for whatever that means. Anyway, it lets you go in and change that setting. I know I took mine up to about 80 feet and couldn't see it. It was so small.
I actually got a strobe for my Mavic Air, which I'm glad I did because now I can do night flights this year. So that'll be nice.
Oh, there's Andy, Oz Beach Andy. Good afternoon. We know where he is.
Yeah, James, so right now it's doing minus 30 Celsius here and minus 21 Fahrenheit. That's we're about the same weather there, James. It's warmed up. We're gonna get colder. Yeah.
I just scared myself, Roger.
Oz-
I went over to the other screen to reopen up the window with the live stream in it, and I saw myself on there. I said, what the hell?
Okay, cool, says right. Yeah, I'll check that out.
You're gonna mute the
Same
sound.
here, James West. Yeah, same here. You're in Southern Ontario. There you go. Now we go.
That's why. The Phantom Mystery has been revealed. That's good.
Minus 20 in Southern Ontario. Okay. I knew he was Canadian, but I couldn't remember from where at all.
It's funny, we're making a lot of local connections. Talking to Don Joyce this morning on the channel there, Roger.
Yeah.
And he's from Ottawa, so that was kind of cool.
I was talking to a guy on the UFDA crew last night, and he lives here in Montreal. He says he'll come down anytime to fly with us whenever he
That's
wants.
awesome.
Yeah.
You guys can come down to Florida and fly if you want.
Ooh.
There'll be a hell of a lot more fun than me going up to Canada in the middle of the winter.
Well, I used to live in Pompano Beach. I lived there for 2 years, and I came back here because my father was passing away and all that, and I never went back. But as I say, I was young once, and I did a lot of stupid things, so I'm not allowed going over the border no more. So,
Really?
really. He was turn me back at the border, so I might as well stay home.
Awesome, Centroid. Glad to hear it. Yeah, they probably just got hung up in the mail. I never thought about that. I sent you 2 form factors. I don't know what you want to use them for. So there's one that's a little larger and one that's just my round logo for the website. So
no, don't forget, Troy, Ariel, our Canadian mail is a lot slower than your mail.
Damn, even email?
Yeah, even email.
I tell you, I do miss Saturday mail delivery.
Yeah.
There's nothing like Amazon packages on Saturday.
They deliver them here on Sunday. Amazon on Sunday.
Holy crap.
Honest to God, you order something on Friday and the U.S. Postal Service with a regular U.S. little mail truck will deliver it on Sunday.
Oh, dang. Here, no more mail on Saturdays or Sundays. UPS trucks and all them, they shut down at 5 o'clock on Friday nights. That's it. They don't go out on the weekends.
Wow.
So.
And Amazon here has their own delivery company.
Oh,
they actually have their own little white panel vans, and you get a text on your phone. Your delivery is 8 stops away, and then a map shows up that shows you where you are and where the truck is. And if you want, and you have no life, you can sit and watch the little truck go.
You know,
your house.
I went to Iceland last summer. It was my 20-year last summer. Well, yeah, it was last summer, 2017. We were in Iceland in Reykjavik and taking the bus, and there was this app for the local thing that tracked the bus, so you could watch your bus arrive, as it was going around the streets, and you knew exactly when it was going to come. So nice. I like that.
Remember how cool when in the old James Bond movies in their private jets, they had a screen on that showed the map where the airplane, but you thought that was impossibly cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I worked in tech for 20 years, and I'm still surprised at what DJI has done.
Oh, it's amazing.
And other drone people. Still surprised.
It's why I love this stuff. I mean, this.
Oh yeah.
My house is so full of Amazon Echoes and connected thermostats, and my whole entire home theater system. I talk to it. It has a Logitech Harmony, which interfaces with the Alexa. And
that's the one thing I won't do. I won't have any of that stuff in my house because I was a communications guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't say,
and I know what I can do with it.
I don't say anybody wants to spy on me, they're not getting anything. I'm an old guy, live by myself. I'm not saying anything that anybody really cares.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, my friend. No, I'm just messing with you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna close this down at 10 o'clock tonight.
All right, buddy.
Okay, I can't believe that I was actually with you most of the way here, Roger. Went by pretty quick. Yeah.
You're gonna be starting to do your
I love that Ice Pilots on TV. Yeah, I've been watching that Phantom, the Mikey show. It's really cool. I was watching that one plane. It was like, if you look directly head on, I'm not sure what it was, maybe an old DC. One half was colored and the other half wasn't. The paint was just gone for some reason.
Good night, James Weist. Your last name is close to mine. Thank you.
See you, James.
And Jim Wallace is signing out.
See you, Jim. That's interesting about DJI. Frank Wang, Chinese University grad.
Yeah, $2,300.
Wow.
A college student. Yeah.
I thought it wasn't necessarily a drone, but it was gimbal technology that he was funded to do.
It might have been.
Yeah. Because that's the impressive part is the stabilization. Well, and the drone itself too, I suppose. But
did you on my I hate to plug my channel, but on my channel, I have a video called "The Way We Used to Do It."
I don't know if I've seen it.
You ought to watch it. It's like the first video on there because 10 years ago, before DJI, before gimbals and before all of that,
Oh, with your helicopter.
with a big ass helicopter.
Oh, frig, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That thing was
Yeah.
huge. Sorry. Whoops.
And it was huge. That helicopter had like 7-foot rotor blades. When you got done lifting up the entire, and the gimbal was all like homemade with using mostly RC type parts, and
I'd be terrified to fly that thing.
and then you'd end up bolting a very expensive camera on that
Yeah.
thing, and you needed 2 people, one person to fly the helicopter. There was no autopilot, so you were flying that thing, and one person worked the camera
It
underneath.
basically looked like an ultralight helicopter, right? I mean, it was a really big machine.
It's a big model helicopter. Yeah, I
Yeah.
still have it. In fact,
Oh, no kidding.
if you look at that door right back there, it's in there.
Oh, wow.
One night I'll drag it out. It's behind too much stuff to drag out, but
That one time, yeah.
nobody would. I mean, I can't. I could probably sell it to a helicopter guy, but I plan on flying it again one of these days without the camera rig underneath. But
That'd be
that's
a fun
what they were
video.
doing. There was a company, Bergen. They still make them, Bergen helicopters, and they make these big RC helicopters designed to carry camera rigs. And
Yeah.
Hollywood was using them, and they had incredibly talented pilots flying them. And this was how it was done before drones. And I thought maybe it'd be fun to get into that, so I got all the equipment together, and then found out that the FAA wouldn't let anybody do anything back then.
Oh, no.
There was just no way. No, in order for me to do anything legally, I would have had to have actually gone through the paperwork of getting a
Experimental aircraft.
experimental aircraft N number registration for that thing. And of course, I was a pilot, but
That would have been kind of badass, to be honest.
yeah, it was ridiculous. So it was more fun. But we started back then when the first little cameras and transmitters came out. We started throwing them on our little model airplanes and flying, and we got goggles, and we were actually flying FPV in these little foamy glider things flying around, and we thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And now look what we have. It is. It's
Step Van Dam, how you going? How you doing?
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, Interactive.
Oh, Interact. So we use a lot of those helicopters for filming. Yeah, that's what they used to do.
Very nice. I almost bought a not a helicopter. What's the other one I'm thinking of, Mitch? It's not a helicopter. It's a gyrocopter.
Oh, I mean a full size one?
Full size, but well, an ultralight.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't call them full size. You know, it's a seat with a friggin' propeller on it.
two guys I know killed themselves in those things. Those are without a doubt the most dangerous thing that you can ever take off the ground.
Yeah, my wife talked me out of it.
Yes,
I got the powered paraglider instead because it had a parachute, right? She figured that was safe.
Those gyrocopters get in an oscillating thing you can't get out of. And in fact, one of the guys that killed himself that I knew was a guy that actually built them and was an instructor, and he still killed himself in the thing.
Yeah, well, it's it's like anything. You do these things, they're dangerous, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted to fly one of those powered parachutes, but I never had the chance.
Slow. It's relaxing, actually.
Yeah, they go like 23 miles an hour. So they got one speed.
And you can get in trouble. You can get in trouble if it gets quick up there. I've had to tack like I was sailing, literally, to get back to base.
Oh, because of the wind.
Because of the wind, yeah.
I did some very crazy things when I was younger.
Well, actually, it was funny. The powered paraglider, one of the last times I flew it, a friend of mine were at Outer Banks, and I decided I wanted to do some photography from the powered paraglider. And we weren't very high up, maybe, 200 or 300 feet, just cruising over the beach, right? Watching dolphins and stuff like that. Anyway, so I had a crappy camera, but to hold the camera and keep the aircraft in control, I needed longer toggles. So normally your hands are up when you're on a powered paraglider or a parachute, same sort of thing, right? So I rigged up these toggle extensions that came down to here. so that I could basically hold them here or just let them dangle and then hold the camera. Well, what I didn't count on was the toggles being sucked back into the propeller when I let go of them to hold the camera.
Oh, no.
That was my first aerial photography experiment. It cracked the prop down to the hub. And, you know, I'm in a PPG, so I just landed, no big deal. It was okay.
Yeah,
but
one thing about those things is engine, who cares? Engine failure.
okay.
Did you have a Rotax engine? Is that what you used?
No, it was a German. I forget the manufacturer, but it was a German. It wasn't Rotax, but it was another German manufacturer.
Okay.
So it was a good engine, really nice engine. Electric start, you know, I mean,
cool.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I sold it, but
I remember where they used to fly those things because when we were out flying, we had to watch out for them.
Oh yeah,
up in Virginia. Yeah,
they're so beautiful though. Now, I sold mine interactive. I had a couple of crashes. I don't know. I was in my late 30s and I was getting out of the stage of doing all the crazy things. You know, I did everything. I've flown just about every small type of, you know, ultralight and everything that you can imagine. I've been in them, so and survived.
Electric Dynamo, good day. How you doing? Nice to see you. Everybody, check out Electric Dynamo. Check out his channel, guys.
I don't think I got you, Electric
Dynamo. I don't either. Who in the world is Electric Dynamo?
He's got a Mavic 2 on his screen.
Well, we got to subscribe to him. God, he's got 5 times as many subscribers as I got. I don't like the guy.
Nice. I'm using my hammer. Get the hell out. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll subscribe.
Okay. What put your name?
Not that I'm begging subs, but I am Old Guy and a Drone. OLDGUI and a Drone.
Yeah. The Old Guy and a Drone. And that's Stark Studios.
Wait a second. Aren't we all old guys with a drone here tonight?
And I need
how come you get to call yourself Old Guy and a Drone? Screw you,
because I'm 72 years old. I'm old. That's old enough to be called an old guy.
Okay, fair enough.
Does not look 72. That's for damn sure. Yeah.
Hugh, I have some shoes that are older than you.
Yeah. I know, man. I know. I'm just a baby.
There you go, Centroid. Yeah.
It's Centroid. Oh, man.
Electrical Dynamo, maybe a long time we haven't seen you. I'm gonna wish you Happy New Year's, my friend. I can't remember if I saw you after the New Year's. I can't remember.
Still got 248 subs. I haven't gone anywhere. Oh well. Like I said, I don't care. It'll build up, I'm sure. And I think the secret, Roger, is to expose yourself. You know, somebody, what did my father used to say? You got to expose yourself to catch the measles. You know,
you just got to be careful exposing yourself in this day and age, man.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
So
what is this? 50 Shades of Drone Hub?
You've been super busy, Electrical Dynamo. Okay. Yeah, it's like I always say, it's work first, family. Well, family first, work for second, and YouTube last. I always say that.
No, YouTube first.
I may look 50, but I'm really 32. You know?
I didn't think you looked 50, Mark, to be honest. But then I still think I look 16, so
yeah,
don't listen to me, man.
Well, who's having more fun tonight than us, huh?
Oh boy, I'm looking for 99-year-old ritual with the weak card. Oh, come on! You're playing like the what do you call it there? The oh, I can't think of the word. Anyway, that's funny. Like the Latin lover, man. Come on, that's stereotyping yourself. The handsome interactive DNA is going to go sweep her off her feet. Good man.
Yeah, and then she'll live to be 118. Guinness Book of World Records.
Let's Go Dynamo says, I'm 45. Don't let the pick fool you. Yeah, today we had Asgard and Mitch on today. And I'm very happy about them coming on.
Appreciate the invite, bud.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was enjoyable. So you about ready to close it down, Roger?
We're closing at 10 o'clock in 5 minutes, guys.
5 minutes. Okay.
Then tomorrow's what, Monday? I'll be on the way tomorrow morning, and that's it, guys. Val's going to be back on Tuesday nights. Val will be starting to do her interviews also on Tuesday nights. I will be there, but in the background.
Cool.
It's Val's channel, so I'll let her do all the talking this time. I'll be microphone on mute. I just watch the chat.
Yeah, Century doesn't want me to close you down 5 minutes early.
I'm like, dang, see you guys in the morning. Okay, let's go, Dynamo. Yeah, we got at 7 o'clock tonight.
I was up late last night for no particular reason, and I ended up on the Misfits.
Oh,
that was awesome.
I tried to stay awake for those guys last night. I could not.
Oh my God, I love those guys. That show was, Mitch. It's irreverent. It's awesome. It's counterculture.
Oh, really?
I really wanted to go on your show last night.
I haven't seen it.
I swear they're taking dabs and it's just hilarious. It's not G-rated. Let's put it that way.
So they probably have a huge following.
Huge.
Yeah.
Good show. Nice bunch of guys. Actually, it was really fun. They were airing a bunch of different FPV videos last night. Just freaking awesome.
Is it mostly drone stuff?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, them's all FPVing and hardcore.
Any of you guys look at Mr. Steele?
Oh, yeah.
Love his mustache.
But he's out of his mind when he flies. I mean, he's just at a level that, and even as an RCer, I look at the stuff he does and wonder how anybody could have reflexes like that.
Well, then he's got the whole package, but so he's got the skills, but he's also got that whole persona.
Yeah,
he's a badass dude,
and he's got a huge number of followers.
he's like the Johnny Depp of FPV, man. That's what
yeah. Okay, that's Dynamo. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
No, not for kids, but for adults. We're adults, and that's okay.
Adults that play with toy drones.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting tired.
Old
people go to bed early,
I had a nap this afternoon, though.
Me too. I had my grandpa nap this afternoon, too.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good tonight. It was all that frostbite yesterday. Took all the life out of me.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody.
All right.
Good night, guys. Bonsoir, mes amis.
Good night, Hugh. Good night, Roger. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
All right, buddy.
Good.
And if you have me back, we'll do it again.
For sure. For sure.
See you soon, guys.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Sure, Mitch, Val would love to interview you. So for sure.
Anytime, just let me know.
And Asgard Studios, too. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Central area, take care. Have a good night. Electric Dynamo, Electrical Dynamo. Thank you very much for coming in tonight. Sorry, we're going up already. Ricky Dove. Okay, we're gonna. I'll see you later. Okay, Ricky Dove. Thank you very much. John Obsessed. Mars. We'll see you all. I wish you all a good day. We'll see you all tomorrow morning for sure. For sure. I'll be on at 9 a.m. as usual, or 9:10. Depends what time I get up. Okay, everybody, you take care. Have a good one.